Hello, I'm Fatima Noor, and welcome to RNN Breaking News. Today, we are reporting on a rapidly evolving situation in the Middle East, where tensions between Israel and Gaza have escalated into intense conflict. Just a few hours ago, Israeli forces launched a series of airstrikes targeting key areas in Gaza, following a barrage of over 150 rockets fired by Hamas into Israel. While many rockets were intercepted by Israel's advanced Iron Dome system, some penetrated the defense, causing damage to civilian areas. In Tel Aviv, residents were shaken as air raid sirens blared, warning of incoming attacks. Israeli officials report that several people have been injured, and damage has been done to buildings and infrastructure. In response, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has promised a strong retaliation. Israeli ground forces have been mobilized along the Gaza border, and military operations are expected to intensify in the coming days. Netanyahu has made it clear Israel will not tolerate further attacks on its citizens. Internationally, the situation is drawing concern. U.S. President Joe Biden has urged for calm but reaffirmed Israel's right to defend itself. Meanwhile, the United Nations and the European Union are calling for an immediate ceasefire, but negotiations have yet to make any headway. On the ground in Gaza, the humanitarian situation is worsening. Thousands of families have been displaced, and reports from local hospitals indicate that medical supplies are running low as they treat the injured. International aid organizations are on high alert, but access to the region is becoming increasingly difficult. Joining us now is Dr. Sarah Williams, an expert on Middle Eastern conflicts. Dr. Williams, how do you see this escalation impacting regional stability, and what are the long-term implications for both Israel and Gaza?
Thank you, Fatima. This conflict, while unfortunately not new, has reached a particularly dangerous point. The current round of violence could have far-reaching consequences, not just for Israel and Gaza but for the entire region. If other actors, such as Hezbollah in Lebanon or Iran, decide to intervene, we could see this escalate into a broader regional conflict.
Thank you, Dr. Williams, for your insight. As you mentioned, there's a real risk that this conflict could spread beyond Gaza, involving neighboring countries and proxies. Meanwhile, protests have erupted in several cities worldwide, with people taking to the streets to demand an end to the violence. From London to New York, demonstrators are calling for both sides to cease fire and engage in dialogue. As the situation continues to unfold, both sides remain defiant. Hezbollah, based in Lebanon, has claimed to have repelled an Israeli ground attack, and they have continued firing rockets into Israel. RNN will continue to bring you updates as this story develops. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to RNN for the latest breaking news. Thank you for watching.